It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we've got Pat Surtain, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Broncos and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from SoFi. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 5th-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Sent down by Cody Barton. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running it again with Dobbins. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
They're set up at the 35 now. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. Sent down by Cody Barton. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, here's Herbert. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Going for the first with Dobbins. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues. They run the counter with Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He's on the move. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And that is how you pin a team deep. That hits and careens out of bounds at the 3. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Throwing with a blitz on the way. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at 2nd and 3. Another run for Williams. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by Deion Henley. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. Well, Brock, they're dealing with injury right now, as we can all see, but you wouldn't know it with how they've played or their record. How have they been able to do it?
You know, kid, I think this is a testament to a whole team. Right? Not just a team on the field, but this is a team off the field. This is why you draft and develop. This is why you build 1 through 53 on a roster. You just can't have 22 starters. You've got to have the depth, and this team is showing you how to do it.
Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he'll get it up to the 44.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, maybe they gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Going for it, it's Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. And the man is there to knock that away. No look on his first look of the game, and now they face 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert, because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a 3rd time for 6.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Edwards. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Herbert from the gun. On target to Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 27.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers pushing for a score before the break. All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Getting out to his left. By a man, and now he's in the clear. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers will have a first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back now, pressure on its way. A lot of mess on the move here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it brings up an LA first down. Herbert. Got a man, Palmer has it. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chargers will have a first. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, LA. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And he's already kicked off this game with a touchdown. Plenty of time to add another as he sits among the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns this season. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. A sideline shot snagged by Sutton. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Nix with it on first. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix finds a man. Adam Trautman has it. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Shotgun snap to Nix. completed to Sutton. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Escapes the pocket. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Herbert. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Motioning the tight end now. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Hauled in by Dobbins. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. So that's halftime for us here. It's a 7-point game after our first 2 quarters. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Minshew Mania's back in silver and black. Gardner Minshew with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the win, as his guys up their mark to 11-4 now with 1 game to play. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. Joe Mixon, a touchdown run in the victory. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Ewart. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Ewart.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's Smith on the return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch, right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you just want, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They go with Williams on the counter. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Nicks off the play action. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. They're now set for 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Now we give up the middle to Piron. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Chargers 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert now, blitz coming. Hurst there to grab it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the pistol, it's Herbert. He's got a man left. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the 1st play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Nix. Mims with the grab. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And he's tackled for a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They just get the play off. Complete to Mims. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Nick's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Junior Colson. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, Herbert. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
It's Herbert once more. He's on the move. He's going to tuck it and run.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the 1st.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And he'll go down here at the 16.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
From the 16. He brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, those big guys are taught if you can't get to the quarterback, the next best thing is to get your big paw in the air and knock that ball away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert throwing again. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this.
The previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call in the field. That play is going to remain a touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Play action with Nix. He's trying to push the field. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Chargers take possession. Herbert on first down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Fits it through the middle. He touches him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers down by 7. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
To throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher.
It's 4th down.
Now to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You feel unlucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He'll look to throw it. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up fourth down. Here comes Will Lutz, a lot riding on this field goal try. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. The turnover on downs only led to 3, obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Here he is to throw. Got a man, Palmer has it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. That's cut beyond the marker. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Looking to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Broncos will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. So it's a win for the Broncos. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Broncos are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.